Here.
Here.
President Montes,
Here.
President Johnson.
Here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, number 5, we have a public hearing tonight with the combined budget and appropriation ordinance. Can we have a motion to recess the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees and convene the public hearing on the proposed 2026 combined budget and appropriation ordinance to receive public comment?
So moved. Second.
Question? Roll call.
Trustee Harrod,
Aye.
Trustee Hill,
Aye.
Trustee Sierra,
Aye.
Trustee Silver,
Aye.
Trustee Slover,
Aye.
Vice President Montes,
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye.
Thank you.
The public hearing is now in session. The floor is open for public comment concerning the proposed 2026 combined budget and appropriation ordinance. Is there anyone here that would like to speak? Secretary Woodward, have you received any public comment, written or otherwise?
No, sir.
Do we have a motion to adjourn the public hearing and reconvene the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees?
So moved.
Second.
Question? Roll call?
Trustee Harrod,
Aye.
Trustee Hill,
Aye.
Trustee Sierra,
Aye.
Trustee Silver,
Aye.
Trustee Slover,
Aye.
Vice President Montes,
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carried. I declare the regular meeting reconvened. I need a motion for the approval of minutes of February 25th, regular board meeting.
So moved. Second.
Question? Roll call.
Trustee Harrod,
Aye.
Trustee Hill,
Aye.
Trustee Sierra,
Aye.
Trustee Silver,
Aye.
Trustee Slover,
Aye.
Vice President Montes,
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Are there any citizens request to address the board? Anyone? Okay, thank you. We have staff reports, executive directors.
Well, good evening, everybody. I want to thank everybody who has checked out Golf Learning Center in the last several weeks. We are waiting patiently or not so patiently for the weather to turn. But we have seen some really nice crowds, gotten great feedback. We continue to progress. I hope and invite everybody to put April 9th on our calendars as our ribbon cutting celebration for the facility. We have lots of things in progress that you'll see over the next month or so as we talk about some of our policy efforts around capital improvement plan, as we look at strategic plan and the 2026 focus, but lots of things in the works. So I look forward to sharing that with you at future meetings. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Oh, I have one more thing before I do this. I also want to say happy birthday to, you want to do that? Okay, I wasn't sure. I know. I want to say happy birthday to Matt Freeman and Becky Frederickson. When you share the same birthday and it's a board meeting night, you get Krebsker's cookies. So everybody help themselves to thumbprints. Today is a thumbprint worthy day. So happy birthday to both of you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, the city manager was quoted on, I don't know if it was WCBU anyway, about the Hanks Foundation update, saying they're halfway through the planning and the Park District's been involved with the planning. So I just would like an update.
Sure. So Nick and I have been a part of 2 meetings in the last couple of weeks. We have engaged with the Peoria Civic Center Authority and provided feedback to the engineers about their plans for the space and some of our questions about operations. We've been asked by the city to start thinking about what an operational plan would look like for the space as part of our programming and management of the riverfront. There are at this point too many variables that are unknowns as part of that construction plan. So we have asked a lot of questions of Tara, and we look forward to meeting with them in the next couple of weeks. I think we talked about, they offered maybe some dates in the next 2 weeks. We're to a point where we need to be in the same room as opposed to meeting virtually to look through the plans and point out things and ask questions. But we are waiting for an idea of what is included in the scope of work for the construction project and what isn't, so that we have an idea of either additional dollars that are needed for the space or things that would become operational as rentals. Without those things, we are not able to begin to think about an operational plan to bring to you. In talking with City Manager Urick, we have talked about the need to update and consider a new operational agreement for the space based upon this change, significant change in what the focus of the riverfront would be. And again, we are not willing to start to talk about that until we have a better idea of what the scope is and get direction from all of you. So as we proceed through that, as we get clarity from Tara and Epstein Global about what is in the scope of their project and what isn't, we will come to you for direction. And we have a lot of questions, as I know you do. At this point, we have more questions than answers. So we're trying to get some feedback from them in order to define that scope, to come to you to talk about what that might mean for the district.
So does that mean that if, there was version A, that you haven't actually seen a version B that might lead to a C and a D, or?
We've seen a version A. What we really need to see is a budget for version A that tells us what they have dollars to fund and what they don't. So that we can have an understanding of either what is either off the table or what has to be funded from other sources. There are a list of questions that we certainly have about things that would be necessary from a visitor experience standpoint that we are unclear about how those would be either brought into the space and moved back out, how they would be potentially constructed. Without some feedback from them about what they anticipate as they've built the space the way that they have, it is difficult for us to even have a meaningful conversation. I would say that based upon the feedback that we received from the Civic Center, they have some of those questions too. Just to know how that would work to bring in acts, what's in the space and what has to be rented every time in order to determine the financial feasibility of operations.
I guess this is my personal opinion,
Yep.
that when I hear they're 50% done with the planning and the people who are the most experienced and can provide them the most information about all the things you just identified have not been around the table to have input into that process, is very disappointing to me. So.
It is to us as well. We also feel that the list that we were able to put together, and we worked with, as I said, the Civic Center Authority to do that. It was, it wound up being more than a 5-page document just of questions and diagrams with,
But not
arrows.
not to be able to sit with Tara and
That's coming. That I would question the 50%. I think it's included. It's where you think it needs to go. We have all agreed after the list of questions was presented that it is better to go slow and do it right than it is to meet a deadline that may not be in the best interest of the project. And so we are trying to work through all of the questions that we have as operators, whether it's in large scale concerts or as part of community events, and in order to get those answers for us to even bring a recommendation to you about what that looks like for the park district. And we're trying to do that due diligence so that we can answer all the questions that we know you will have, because at this point we have a lot of questions too that makes it hard to have a conversation beyond saying we're trying to get more information about what they're thinking in order to have that conversation with all of you.
President Johnson. So just 3 quick things, really just to highlight, then a question. One, I can't believe that this is the first meeting since the Black History Month program at Proctor.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That Black Month History program was just absolutely beautiful. It was by far the largest turnout that the Proctor Center Black History program has seen. And thank you to Emily, Ms. Janelle, and the full Park District team for being intentional about the partnerships
Thank
to
you to
invite.
Felice for teaching them how to dance.
Ms. Shalise, did you create the stroll, the Unity stroll?
Although I am very talented, no, I'm just I did not, but I did get the opportunity to go meet with the children, the young people, during the month of February. They had speakers come in and speak, and I was blessed to be asked to come on one of the Tuesday nights to talk to the young people. And I will speak from out of my role to the Greek community that participated. I did help Janelle put, we were, as Greeks, very, very, very impressed with the effort of the young people and what they presented and how they did it and what they learned. It was exciting for us to see that. So what you saw on the stroll was a lot of the undergrads at Bradley University, they already had a unity stroll to create unity. So that's what we saw. It was just a wonderful event.
Absolutely. And just to give some context, Ms. Shalise, as well as myself, are two members of the Divine Nine, which is fraternity and sorority organizations, very safe and intentional social action spaces for minority post-secondary educated communities. So it was just a very intentional collaboration. Thank you. It was a beautiful program. Another just highlight, thank you to the team in Peoria Grown for that public input session on Sunday. Heard from a lot of the Southern District constituents, but it was a very good and robust discussion. And so I know the Southern District constituents are not only impressed with the partnership, but just appreciate the opportunities to engage in that manner. The last thing, and I just want to say, this came about yesterday, but I thank you to Emily for her responsiveness and some inquiries in our scholarship program. I'm excited about some conversation that'll come out of that from our programming committee meeting. And then moving on to the question that I have, we didn't get a chance due to the time constraints, but MLK, it was presented that we'll have some park improvements with some collaboration. One question that I didn't get to is what is the likelihood of us being able to have some public engagement around those potential proposed capital improvements?
Yep.
We'll figure something out.
Okay, and so we need to get back to them when again? I want to re-identify our timeline, get back to the city.
My understanding that the contract,
Can you turn your mic on?
it's my it is.
Is it?
It's her little voice.
It's my understanding that the contract or the agreement will go to the city council middle of April. So
And then at that time, what do we need to have communicated back to the city?
I believe it'll be the elements that we included in what we felt would be an adequate budget
So
for
it
the
may, is
project.
it scope of work or is it actual design? Like when we've done those in the past, we have the opportunity, I think,
It
to
gives
get
us-
feedback on design.
Right, yeah.
So I think that's
We
how
just-
we'll,
We just have the scope and the elements. We have to figure out exactly how it's going to work.
So the
Yep.
process will be, of course, we'll express that interest, and then at some point in time, probably more than likely after that presentation to the city, we'll finalize what that
Yes.
public input.
it's
could
a little
look
bit
like.
different in that there's not a full playground. Like that's what we've done in the past with Columbia and Treewin and some of those spaces, but we'll absolutely find a way to engage the public. Maybe like we did with Morton Square where we talked about the kind of shelter and what its function was. And so I think there are ways for us to do this. We'll absolutely make sure that's a part of our plan.
Right. Thank you. Thanks, Emily and Becky. Thanks, President Johnson.
Okay, all right now. Superintendent? John County Infrastructure?
The monthly report is before you. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to try and answer them.
Any questions for Becky? Seeing none, all right. Chief of Police? Any,
So Lieutenant Hughes is here. He'll come to the mic. He and Superintendent Freeman and I will try to answer your questions.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So for the month of February, there's 7 crime reports, 4 non-crime, 1 crash, 7 citations, 2 of which were Cannabis Control Act, 2 parking citations, 1 ticket issued by crash. Any questions?
any questions of the chief?
President, I don't have a question on the specific activity. I just want to confirm, is this an electronic signature on this document?
No, it's my actual stamp on it.
It's your stamp.
Yes.
Okay. The reason why I ask is because just as a point of clarity, are these the reports that need to be signed off on? I think I asked that before.
No, this is the summary, the individual reports. Each of those, you see a number next to them.
The ticket number?
Ticket number or record number, those are the ones that are the official reports.
Got it. And
Yep.
the only reason why I asked is due to that technicality with those type of reports, I'm sure those would need like a wet signature. Okay, thank
Well,
you.
may or may not. I
May
don't
not,
know.
it may be, he may be able to prove, I don't know how that works in the system. You don't really, do you sign those with a pen?
The reports in the system are digital because they're in a controlled environment.
Yep.
That's how all police reports are signed. They're not signed by signature anymore.
Thank you.
One quick question. You said cannabis control violation?
Yes.
What is the cannabis control violation? I guess maybe I wasn't hearing all this came about.
As marijuana became decriminalized in the state of Illinois, it's still illegal to have it outside of the prescribed package that is sold in. So if you are in possession of that or in one of our parks in possession, you are in violation of a law. So you are issued a citation rather than being placed under arrest and taken into custody.
Thank you very much.
How do we identify the violation? Is it mainly by odor?
A lot of times these folks are hanging out, responded Sunday night to an issue in Bradley Park. These officers are conducting traffic stops or investigative stops and talking to people. The smell of cannabis in the state of Illinois no longer is probable cause enough
Okay.
to stop.
Didn't know.
So upon the investigation, the smell alone is not enough. You have to have the odor of burnt cannabis, in order to proceed with that. But you also have to have other things, other tells of that
But it's
person
the
in order
odor
to
that
proceed.
leads you to the place.
The odor is kind of a tell, but that officer still has to develop
Yeah,
other
you have to
probable
add
cause
the-
or he's in violation, so.
Do we have, and this is for my information, on our parks, we're not allowed to consume, there's not, public consumption of marijuana is not allowed at all.
That's correct. Even in the state law, it states that you cannot be in public places consuming cannabis, just like alcohol.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Chief, you'll be here throughout the meeting.
Yes, sir.
All right, any other questions of the chief?
Thank you.
All right. Committee reports, planning. Attorney Eastman, Robinson, Park and
So
Hospital.
you have the instruments to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from this meeting.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yes.
minutes.
Very efficient.
Okay. So entertain any questions about the committee. Well, we didn't do a motion, so the
We did.
committee was favorably inclined
We did do a
towards this.
motion.
Did we do a motion for this? Because there was one we didn't do.
I think you did a motion on that one.
So we recommend, I move the permanent easement.
Does that need a second? I think-
Please.
Question? Roll call.
Trustee Harris,
Aye.
Trustee Hill,
Aye.
Trustee Sierra,
Aye.
Trustee Silver,
Aye.
Trustee Slover,
Aye.
Vice President Montez,
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye, motion carried. Planning committee approval minutes of January 13th. Motion? No, we didn't do that.
Nope, those are
Just
just for
any-
information.
Yeah.
Well,
Question.
received, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's just receive and file unless anyone has any questions.
no. Okay. Well, thank you.
I'm not long-winded.
All right. New business, 10A. Presentation adoption of the 2026 combined budget and appropriations ordinance. Okay. Attorney Dave, give the overview of the purpose of that.
Thank you, President Johnson. The district must take certain steps by state law before it can levy taxes. During the first quarter of each fiscal year, the park board is required under the Illinois Park District Code to approve a combined budget and appropriation ordinance. By state law, this ordinance must be passed and filed with the county clerk. The combined annual budget and appropriation ordinance appropriates the monies that are necessary to cover projected expenses and liabilities the district may incur in its current budget year. This ordinance has been available for public inspection for 30 days and up until tonight's public hearing. Proper notice of the hearing has been published in the local newspaper. The budget included in the ordinance, which is nearly 50 pages in length, contains estimated maximum amounts that could conceivably be spent during the fiscal year if sufficient funds were available, a statement of cash on hand at the beginning of the fiscal year, a statement of estimated cash expended, and estimated revenues anticipated to be received by the district during the fiscal year from all sources. The ordinance sets the upper limit on both revenues and expenditures that could occur in the fiscal year if sufficient funds were available. The estimated budget figures have been provided by Superintendent Ross and her staff. I have reviewed the document, and it has also been reviewed by Executive Director Cahill. Secretary Woodworth has prepared the final document for presentation. This document is similar to prior years.
Okay. Okay, you gave your overview. Can we have a motion to waive the reading of the ordinance and adopt the 2026 budget and appropriation ordinance as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Question? Roll call?
Trustee Harron?
Aye.
Trustee Hill?
Aye.
Trustee Silver?
Aye.
Trustee Sierra?
Aye.
Trustee Slover?
Aye.
Vice President Montez?
Aye.
President Johnson?
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries. All righty, let's see where I'm at here. 10B, policy changes based on union contracts. I think we've already talked about
Yeah,
that.
this is the second
Second part.
presentation.
Oh, we need
so these
approval
are-
today.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
please.
I need a motion, I'm sorry.
So moved.
Second.
Question?
Do we have to do it
Oh,
one at a
wait.
time, or?
I think we're not maybe done with 10A.
That was a waiving of the reading
Sorry.
of the budget
Oh.
appropriations ordinance. We now need to.
Yeah, so you waived the
Did we-
reading, so now you need to
Vote on
vote to
the budget.
approve
Vote
it.
on it.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay, so I
need a
make a
motion.
motion that we
Yes.
approve the budget and appropriation ordinance for March 11th, 2026.
I second it.
Question? Roll call?
Trustee Harron?
Aye.
Trustee Hill?
Aye.
Trustee Sierra?
Aye.
Trustee Silver?
Aye.
Trustee Slover?
Aye.
Vice President Montez?
Aye.
President Johnson?
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
10B, policy changes based on the union contracts.
Shalisa's got you this time.
Before you, again, are the policies for your approval. I will note that we did pull one of them, the parental leave one. It's not here. We're going to bring that back to you because there are some other things that need to be changed. So we have to take it back to strategic, and then we'll bring it forward for a vote at the next, we'll start next strategic meeting. You'll see it there. We have to do some corrections. We noticed some things that need to be changed, and we want to be right
Oh.
when you guys approve stuff,
we
so we're going
approve
to
it.
take it back. So the others listed here are for your approval.
Which ones?
It'll be funeral and bereavement, sick leave, and drug and alcohol policy.
Can we approve these all at once or individually?
Sound like we need to do two and then do the other one later, right?
No, I
we
know
can
I
do
meant
all
the
those
ones
three.
here.
The three
you
that
do them all
are
at once?
listed today, we're seeking your approval. The three policies that are listed there.
Oh, three.
I move to approve item 10B as presented.
Second.
Second.
Question? Roll call?
Trustee Harron?
Aye.
Trustee Hill?
Aye.
Trustee Sierra?
Aye.
Trustee Silver?
Aye.
Trustee Slover?
Aye.
Vice President Montez?
Aye.
President Johnson?
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
We need a first read for the rental policy public demonstrations.
This is a modification to the rental policy as discussed in the strategy committee. It focuses on creating additional language around public demonstrations. It is a first read tonight, and it will be presented on March 25th for a board vote.
Okay,
Would it be appropriate to have, just for public knowledge, just some background that staff could give?
This really ties to legal considerations around the constitutionality and constitutional protections of free speech. So Attorney Day, would you like to just provide some commentary quickly?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This conversation came about when we were having discussions on requiring insurance or permitting fees and things like that for our events. the concern becomes that insurance requirements for expressive conduct could be viewed as prior restraint on stifling that potential speech. That is given the highest level of scrutiny by courts. So in consideration of that, and to be cognizant of that, we have developed this policy to address expressive speech within our parks to create a framework for approval of those types of events.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, any other questions? On 10D, we're going to appoint, for the appointment of judges panel for the Rodale Orange Group Service and Landon Memorial Volunteer Awards. I'm asking trustee Silver and trustee Silver and trustee Slover. Would you guys do the honor of picking out the next awards for those? Are you familiar with how that process goes?
I am not totally familiar with the process, but I
Okay.
do appreciate the opportunity to be involved with the
Okay,
parks.
most of everyone else has done this, but you will be getting some names, I think, and you're gonna have to make the decision. to both of-
Alicia will coach you through the
Yeah,
process.
she'll give you the
She'll
code.
keep us in line.
I
On
assume
the,
these come with nominations and reasons why the
Yes.
people were selected.
Email last
Yes,
week
you
with
did.
all, and so just know that I'll be following up with you soon. The deadline for nomination
Friday.
submissions is this Friday, the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
So sometime next week, I'll be sending the nominations to you both, and we'll take the next steps for the actual awarding of, well, the awards to the recipients that you choose is the April 22nd, I believe, 22nd or 26th, the second board
Second.
meeting in April.
Okay,
I believe that trustee Silver and myself ought to get together with you and have a meeting and kind of go over the process to make sure we do. make sure we
Absolutely.
understand it
Exactly.
effectively.
Absolutely.
now, are you familiar who Rodale Owens was?
Uh-oh.
Ellen Center.
Rodale was an extraordinary man. When I first got on the board, I had the opportunity to meet him. He was the former executive director. Fact of the matter is, he put Logan Park together, working along with John Gwynn, a civil rights leader, back in some years. But he was I was glad to have the opportunity to meet him. But that's who this is after, and it's rightly so. Even the Owens Center. I think he was here 40-something years, something like that. I'm not for sure at the time frame. Miss Landon, Shalice, Miss Landon, I'm not sure on what she was. Who,
She was the
you know?
media,
Oh, yeah,
first
you know.
marketing person for the park district, and she was the head of the printing department here.
Oh, she did the printing?
Yeah, she
Did we
did
have our own
printing, and she
printing?
was head of the marketing department, public relations.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that, I did not know. Okay, well, you just learned something today, all right. Well, thank you for sharing that. All righty, so you guys have your assignments? You okay with it? Oh, wonderful. Okay, 10E, post-travel report for President Johnson.
Move to approve.
Second.
Question? Roll call. Or is it? No.
No,
No, we
I'm
don't.
sorry, this
You
was
have
the
all,
receipt
you have all
file.
these seats anyway.
Yes.
Correct, now.
Wait, a minute, what, I'm sorry.
10E,
Sorry. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm sorry, who seconded the motion?
I did.
Alex and Joyce.
Thank you.
okay.
We'll need to do roll call. Trustee Harrod?
Aye.
Trustee Hill?
Aye.
Trustee Sierra?
Aye.
Trustee Silver?
aye.
Trustee Slover?
Aye.
Vice President Montez?
Aye.
President Johnson?
Aye.
Thank you, my
Motion.
apologies.
We have no calendar of consent items. Any pending business?
No, sir.
Communications?
No, sir.
Okay, under other business, I would like us to go into closed session. Each of you that's here could stay, actually, because all of y'all family, so I don't have a problem with you being here. I want to bring it in under personnel.
This is going to be on Facebook.
This is going to be, not in
Not if it goes to closed session.
not in closed
Oh, I
session.
thought you said, oh, okay,
No.
never mind.
I
So
wanna
you
bring-
need a motion.
Yeah, I need a motion.
President
need to
Johnson, I
read
move to approve to close in the or to convene in the closed session pursuant to section 2C1, the appointment, employment compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body.
Second.
Question? Roll call.
Trustee Harris?
Aye.
Trustee Bill?
Aye.
Trustee Sierra?
Aye.
Trustee Silver?
Aye.
Trustee Slover?
Aye.
Vice President Montez?
Aye.
President Johnson?
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.